In this video, we're going to take a look at how to add a new student account with associated address or addresses and parents. So I'm logged in here to the Twine SIS, and I'm going to start by coming here under the Students menu, and I'm going to select Add a Student. And it's going to open up a new panel for me. The highlighted information, rather the information in red, is required. So you'll notice that it's prompting me for a first name and last name. Other important information would be the email or username. This does not necessarily need to be a real email address, but this will be the account name that is used for the student to log into Edsby. So we'll go ahead and make this at our school. .us, whatever it might happen to be. All the rest of the information here you are welcome to fill in if you want. It is not absolutely required, but you'll see that there are fields for, gender and a government ID, and grade level is actually probably a good idea. So we'll go ahead and put one in the 11th grade here. But you're welcome to fill in as much of this as you'd like. When I save the basic general information, at that point, I am prompted to add addresses. So we'll always create the student account first. We will then be able to associate that student with one or more addresses. And then once the address is created, we will add parents or contacts, emergency contacts at those addresses. So let's assume that this student doesn't have any siblings that are already in the school. If they did, we would want to use their existing address, but in this case, we'll assume that that the address and that the parents for the student aren't in the database already. So we're going to add a brand new address here, and whatever that address might be. So whatever 231, whatever 213 Albany Street. We'll put them in. So again, any cities that are already part of the system are going to be here. If we don't have it already, we'll go ahead and add this student to, here we go, we'll go ahead and Brooklyn, New York, right, whatever it might happen to be. So here's some new 11213 for our postal code. So there we are. Once I save the address, at this point, I can begin adding contacts at this address. So, we'll go ahead and add a new contact here, and this will be Epstein's mom, right? And we'll go ahead and fill in an email address, so mom@aol.com, whatever it might be, and phone number 123-123-1234, etc. So I can fill in all the details for mom right here. We'll set up a relationship. We'll go ahead and specify this as mother. And when I save this, it goes ahead and saves that information. And if I want to add another contact, again, we might have Epstein's dad, right? And again, we'll designate relationship. And so we can add as many contacts at this address as we need to. If we needed to have multiple addresses, note we can come back and add multiple addresses too. So really at this point, we're done. If we were to sync this up to Edsby, or when the sync happens tonight, we will wind up with a new student account for Juan Epstein. We would wind up with that account being associated with this address, and we'll also wind up then with accounts for mom and dad with the information and the details that we've provided there. So far so good. Now, what if we were adding a student that did have a sibling, right? What if we have another student, another Epstein that's coming in that's already part of, rather the family is already a part of the school. So in this case, let's go ahead, we'll add one more student. This time we will add Carmen Epstein. And again, we probably want to specify, right, gender and grade level and a little bit of basic information here. We definitely want to include some kind of username. So again, Carmen at our school .us, whatever it might happen to be. We'll save that. Now what's going to be different here is once we've saved this account, when I come under addresses and contacts, instead of adding a new address, which would require us to create new contacts, we want to add an existing address because she's at the same household as her brother. And if I come in here and type in, here we go, 213 Albany Street, there it is. And when I save this, note that it knows that at this address you already have mom and dad. So this is going to allow us to create an individual account, for example, for Epstein's mom here, that is associated with both of the children in that household. So that's it. Thank you.